All right, let's do this. Hi, everybody. I'm Joshua, and today is what, July 3rd, 2017, and today I am working on my project, which I call Lunch Break Roguelike. You can see the GitHub repository behind my head here. It is a fun project I do over my lunch hour every weekday, and I'm making a little roguelike style game that the viewers on Twitch can actually play. It's not necessarily a structured tutorial, but I am kind of showing folks how I work, and I talk about what I'm doing. I also tag the end of every episode, so this is the beginning of episode 12, so if you do a git checkout EP12, your code will be synced up to with where I'm at right now, but that isn't necessarily a thing you have to do. Okay, let's kind of refresh ourselves as to where we left off. Let's do git status. We're okay, so we're up to date. So let's do a git log one line. Okay, so the last stream, it looks like, yeah, we got the console up and going, which is pretty cool. We tweaked how the kobold moves around, moving player class to entities. Yeah, so we put the player class is an entity, so it lives in the entities module now, which makes sense. And yeah, just some tweaks to how the Twitch observer stuff works. If I do, I can run the game real quick, Python game.py. And this should, yeah, this is just the basic screen here. And this is the console we implemented last time. So our little kobold designated with a K there will move around. Occasionally it needs to think, which will queue up a series of moves. And yeah, and that's kind of how his AI works. It's also very similar to how I batch up the player's movement for their turns. Benjamin Landon is asking about Delver. Hoping to get it out this month. I'm working pretty much full time on it. Some progress is going well, some progress is going slow. I stream my Delver streams every Sunday, so you can kind of catch up to where that project is on that. But hopefully this month. Okay. Cool. So let's just open up our code editor and get working. Okay, I don't know why I have so many darn split windows up. And do I have it? Shouldn't be dirty. It's acting like it is. Okay, let's just close out all this and try to recenter and figure out where we want to go from here. I think it might also be nice to have a, because right now we list all of the players on the right. It also might be nice to list out all the other entities on the left. I know Rogue does something like this, and it might be nice to help parse out the scene. So let's see if we can add that in real quick. Okay. So we have the player window, and it's probably something very similar, to be honest. I think this lives in our scene.py. Yeah. So I guess I want to do is I want to make the whole console bigger and shift everything over. So how big is the player window? Looks like it's 11 units wide. Is that right? XY width height. Yeah, so it's 11 units wide. So I guess I can try doing the same thing. I guess I could just slam another player window on the left side and see how that looks, because that would be kind of a good way to stub it out, I suppose. Let's see. Yeah, so TDL init 40 by 30. So if I were just to make it just straight up 11, it would be 51 by 30, which seems kind of a weird. What is that ratio? 51 over 30, 1.7, 16 over 9. Actually, it's actually not too far off from 16 by 9, actually. Weird. Okay. 52 over 30? 16 over 9 by 1 times 30? 53. 53 and a third is what I would need, so 53 times, excuse me, divided by 30. Yeah, that would be the closest. So let's make it 53 wide, I suppose. Maybe 54. Okay. And hopefully things should just adapt. I'm trying to remember, not a lot is hard-coded, yeah. So I can slide all this stuff over by 13. So in my scene, let's position this level window at 13. This is the level at 14. The console at 13. And let's see how that works. Hey, Hawaii. Yeah. Cool. And then I wanted to create another, basically just duplicate this. But this one's going to be at 0. And this needs to be at least at like, say like 15,10, at least put them back onto the map. Okay. And it looks like the kobold can move, which is good. I guess I want to extend the playfield by 2, I suppose. Okay, so the level can be positioned at 12, and the width can be 29. And a console can be positioned at 11, and its width is 31. Does that seem right? Oh, there's also a window that encompasses the level I need to put. Okay, so there's also player when playing with console, creature, level window at 11 and 31. Okay, that seems to be all right. Cool. And I guess I want to create a new little window for listing things. What changes do I have here that are not saved is what, well, I'll just save them. I can take a look at Git real quick. Those look okay. Oh, I never saved that. Ooh, okay, yeah. I think I'm going by nickname and not name. Nickname player. Oh, self.name, that's okay. Okay. And let's make a new window. Let's call it I guess for lack of a better word, entities window .py. And it's going to look very similar to the player's window. So I'll probably just look at that while I implement it. From UI import window, class entities to tease window. which is of type window.window. And new constructor. I just lift this one. Hey, untrusted life. Thanks for joining chat. Entities, I guess, is good enough. Depth draw, self and console. And I should probably have a handle events. Okay, that looks good. And then, yeah, I guess this is probably going to look very similar, except for I want to draw everything that is not a player. Let me just lift all this. And entity in scene.current scene.scene entities. If is instance of player, continue. Otherwise, we're going to list out its thing. Yeah, so I need to pull in palette. And scene. From entities, import player. I think that's okay, because I'm not drawing a progress bar anywhere, am I? Progress, no, I'm not. And then in our scene, we need to use that instead of this stubbed out player window. So then down here, entities window, entities window. Okay, I don't need to provide that. That should be okay. Give it a spin. Have a feeling I'm getting an error. Twitch chat manager has no attribute nickname. Okay. Entities window. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I think not everything has a name. And I probably shouldn't rely on nickname. I should probably actually add just a name property to most entities. Close the program, cancel. Because I think I did, didn't I? I thought there was an entities entity. Maybe creature? Yeah, so creatures have names, but not entities. I guess I could add it to entity. Self.name, I guess for the lack of a better term, is equal to self.class.name. And in entities window, entity.name. Oop, lost my light. Scary. Made me jump. Oh my goodness. Cool. Yeah, C++ is a fine language. Twitch object chat manager. Yeah. Let me just check for the attribute then, because yeah, there are certain things that we like don't want to like the level and stuff doesn't need to be represented. So if has adder entity comma name. There we go. Not calculator. I managed to have closed out my command prompt. Cool. So we have our little kobold who is getting called creature. I think I just need to straighten out this whole nickname versus name thing. And also I don't need that join thing in the, yeah. I don't need that little footer thing in the entities window. And in my scene where I'm manually placing that kobold, dot name equals kobold. I think I just want to find all usages of nickname and just get rid of it. Player.py, self.name equals player. Okay, this one's okay. That one's okay. That one's okay. That one's okay. So player.name. Name. Dot name. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that should work. Let's give it a whirl. There we go. Kobold. And then another quick experiment. Let me see. Join. Me? Oh, what did it do? Player object has no attribute nickname, so I missed a. This is in player window. Okay. I thought I caught all those. Player window. Oh, here we go. Name. Oh, let's try this again. Maybe. Just in task you. There we go. Let's try this again. Yeah. Oh, whoa! I am way off course. Let me have. Let's go to our Twitch chat manager. Player. Let's say pause is equal to level or scene.current scene.current scene level. So let's say level equals that. Pause is equal to level.x level.y. Up here, we have random already, so let's go ahead and just randomize the player position a little bit. So plus random.randint, let's say between 0 and 10, plus random.randint, 0 and 10. And then I think this is the position right here. There we go. And let's give that a whirl. Yeah, it is a Twitch connected or Twitch enabled game. Join. There we go. Right. Right, down. And then we can give ourselves some terrain to work with here. Hey, Bluestone. Yeah, I think I want to start figuring out a better way to display health for things that have health. I think that would be good for both entities and for the players. Um, cool. Let's box everybody in. So yeah, I'm still exploring what this exactly means and uh, where I think it would be cool to take it. Cool. Yeah, so I think once players actually can say kill the kobold, I think that would give them a little bit more, a little bit more motivation to actually do something. Because right now you can just move around and that's about it, and that's only so interesting. Um, so let's see if we can get let's see if we can get that stuff hooked up. I think that would be a good goal for today is to get, let's say creatures have health, and if they have, and when they're shown in these lists, they should display their health. Cool. Okay, so let's go to entities creature and say self dot current health equals 10 and self dot max health equals 10. Okay. So by default, all the creatures should get this, and we have a progress bar. So in our, let's look at our player window. I guess not the player implementation, the player window. Here we go. I guess the gross implementation is I could just always new up a progress bar and draw it, right? So let's try that and see if we can find a better solution after that. So PB equals progress bar dot progress bar, and the X is equal to 1 and row plus 1, and the width is self.width, I guess, and the max is entity.max health. I think that's, and the color equals, say, palette bright red. Any more properties? No. Okay. And if I said row plus equals 2, what would this look like? Oh, because I'm not drawing it. Thank you. I think it is an interesting idea. Again, I'm not quite sure where it's going because this just started off as just a fun project. And it wasn't initially going to be a Twitch enabled project, but that's the direction it headed, and that's just the way where I'm following it. Draw console. Is that okay? Join. Yeah, so that is not right. Why is it not? So why is the player window has a progress bar, and it draws to not the console, but maybe to self.data. Is that the correct place to draw to, I think? Skelly dungeon, haha. Yeah, there we go. That looks a little bit more correct. And maybe if somebody in chat could join in real quick just to make sure that the things are make sure that things are listing out correctly. Oh, don't you do it again. Cool. Hey, Beer Chug. Sorry, my darn light keeps shifting on me. I'm not sure what's up. Nice. So that wasn't so bad, but I think I need to at least decrement the width by 1. So let's do that. Should I put a space in between two? Is it too confusing if they're all being jammed together? 2 plus 3 and self.width minus 1. Let's try this again. Join. Wow, that's not right. How do I change that? Progress bar minus 2. Sorry, I'm popping in and out of the game. There we go. Okay, so that should be the right width for the health bar, and it should put a blank space in between the players. Unfortunately, this does limit like how many players I could show at a given time. But I've never really had a crazy amount of players in here before. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Then I can, again. So there are Twitch Plays games, but those tend to be games that are not designed for Twitch. They're just designed as games, and people add a layer on top of them that allows Twitch to play them. Like Twitch Plays Pokemon. There was a Twitch Plays Dark Souls. So it's definitely being done, but I think it would be cool to have a Twitch first game. I think they're having a few of those. Yeah, so that looks like it's displaying everybody's names and health correctly. And I guess I want, something similar on the entities side. The entities could be also like potions and items and stuff like that. So on the entity side, we need to do a check to see if it has health. And if it does have health, then we want to go ahead and display their health. If not, don't worry about it. So let's pull up our entities window, and we're just going to lift some more code from here. So if the entity has an adder name, we're going to draw the string if has adder entity and max health. I mean, if it has one, it should have both. I'll just check both, and has adder entity and current health. Because Python is dynamically typed, it's just good to check both. Pardon me. So progress bar, create a new progress bar, and pb.draw to self.data, which is the internal console for this UI object. And also here, row plus equals 1. And then down here, I think additionally, row plus equals 1. This could be, I could make this 2. Wait. So I want to row plus equals 1 to draw this on the next row. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if I got that right. Let me just add another kobold into the scene. And see if I got that stuff hooked up correctly. Looks like no. Progress bar not defined, because I need to import that because I am a dummy. Yeah, so let's go to our entities window, and from the UI we need to import progress bar. Okay. Yeah, close this, I don't care. And let's run it again. All right. So it looks like there's some spacing issues there. Oh, I don't need to do the, I'm doing this row plus 1 here. There we go. And then let me see if I add a, let's say a potion. So the potion is just going to be just a vanilla entity. So I think an entity is anything that has a representation. So from entities, import entity. And then we can just, because I don't really have items implemented just yet, so I'm just going to add it as just a vanilla entity equals entities dot entity char or char, however you say it, is equal to bang, and position is equal to that, and foreground is let's say it's equal to palette dot bright magenta. That's striking me. Okay, and then let's put it at, say, 20, 17. And then we need to do all entities have names? Is that, I think that's my understanding how I just implemented it, right? Yeah, they all have names. Which defaults to the class name if it's not provided. So let's say this is int item dot name equals potion. And that should be, there's no, yeah, it doesn't have a brain because it's not a creature. So self dot entities dot append item. Let's see how this looks. Yeah. So we have our pink potion. We have some kobolds. So if I were to add another, let's say, I'm just kind of stubbing in stuff real quick just to see how it looks. This needs to be bright yellow. And this is chainmail. Here we go. Cool. Where did our potion go? Did I put it? Did I put our potion directly on top of our? I may have done that. There we go. That's pretty low. Let me just do something different instead. Let's do 17, but let's make that 30. Cool. So yeah, so we have two entities, and they have their health bar showing. We have a potion and a chainmail. Yeah, I think let me go ahead and just let me commit where I'm at right now, because I think we made some good progress, and let's just do that. So let's do a git status. Oh, lots of changes. Git diff max health. So we did the health property. We have made the scene larger. We've added the entities window, and we've added some more stuff to look at. Cool. So it's just going to be one big nasty commit. Sorry about that. So git add dot git commit shim added entities window. And creature health. I git push origin. The Bluestone is suggesting having hidden items or actions. That might be a fun thing to do. Right now, I'm still just trying to get basic gameplay going. Like I have movement and I have, that's about it. Yeah. So if I run it just a little bit, I'll talk about what's going on. Like I have a scene. The scene has multiple windows. It has a console. There are two agents or two creatures. They're both kobolds. The console is printing out what they're thinking at any given time, whether they're moving or they're thinking about what they're going to do. When people join with the join command, it'll pop up a little message saying that they've moved or they've joined, and they can also move around. From my point of view, I can also with my mouse just draw stuff. So right now there's no procedural generation. It's all just me kind of painting in these dungeons by hand, which is okay for now. Procedural generation is itself a large topic, but I would like to get there eventually. I'd also like to have line of sight and stuff too. I'm scoping this just 1 hour per weekday, so trying to be quick about it. So how do we get attacking working is the question. Basically, we have to kind of we have to think about player movement, because in roguelikes you bump to interact, whether that be open a door or attack an enemy. So right now, when you issue a move command, that may ultimately become a like an action that isn't a move. Hey Ned Bolter, thanks for popping in. I should also probably not allow yeah, I think within the move I'm going to have to do something special where if you're trying to move into somebody, we're going to have to translate that into maybe an attack or something like that. Let's try that. Let's just start hacking away and see where that gets us. And also real quick, maybe for the entities window, maybe it would be nice to do something like dot format. See how that looks. That's not quite correct. It needs to not be entity name. It needs to be entity car, which should just be a single thing. I'm not sure if I like this better or not, but I mean, I guess we're going to get truncation no matter what. But I think maybe this is nice just to let you know what the symbol, that way it matches up the symbols to the names. Yeah, let's keep it. Okay. Okay, so now let's close a bunch of this. Let's just close all and close all. So we have in our AI we have actions, and in the actions we have a bunch of these just kind of shoved into one module right now. But we have a move action. And this prereq says owner can move. So what I want to do is, I guess, so how the brain works is every tick the brain gets called to perform an action. So on creature.py, when it receives a tick is called by the timer at the bottom. Every 3 seconds we get a tick, and the game state updates. On tick, every creature's brain performs its action. And then let me see, perform action. So it checks a prerequisite. And then it performs its action. I'm wondering if I should push the prereq out into the brain. So perform action, if action, current action. Oh, so it already is checking the prereq. So here's the thing is basically when I guess I can update the prereq can move. So I guess this has to be more generalized where so I don't need to make this check anymore. Pretty sure. We checked that right before we call it. Let me just run this. Oh, nope. Let me run it real quick and just try to box in one of the kobolds and see how they respond. Yeah. Basically, how it works is if they can't move, then it will cancel that move. That seems to be working okay. I basically want to query the scene and see what is in that spot, right? That's what I want to do. This dest, I think that, let me see. The creature owns can move. Maybe in the creature actual move logic is where it should be implemented. Because the creatures know about scenes. And here we actually have the real dest. Can I just say something like, for entity in scene dot current scene dot entities, if not is instance entity comma creature. If it's not a creature, we don't care. Hey Chad, thanks for popping in, man. How are you? For those of you who don't know, Chad is the other half of my other project, Delver. He is the programmer, business guy, designer, all that good stuff. Cool. So if you're not we need to continue. Otherwise, if you are a creature, we want to know your coords. If dest equals entity dot X, Y. Can't remember if I think I may have, I think it's a tuple. Yeah, tuple is a position. So entity dot position. There we go. Okay, so basically we're just going to loop through all of our creatures, find the one that is at the position where we want to be. And I guess right now I can just print out something. Break. If occupied. How do I print to the console? Is it a singleton E thing? The current console, yeah. From UI import console. And say console.current console.print. I think is what I want to do. Yeah. And just something like attacks. There we go. Format. Self.name and entity.name. That should work. We'll see. We'll see how many errors I get. Okay. Yeah, you should check out Delver. Is instance arg2 must be type or tuple of types. Did I pass in a string? Geez. Yeah, I did. Line 22 of creature.py. Yeah. Getting is instance and has adder conflated. Apologies about that. Go to the old task manager and see ya. There we go. This actually should allow them to attack each other. But I can't really rely on that per se. Join. Left. 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 Come on. Left. Left. Oh yeah, so kobold attacks kobold. Okay. That works out okay. I think I mean, it would be, I guess, easy enough to. So if occupied, and do an LF here. Then also entity.max health minus equals 1. Let's do that. So I guess in theory they could hurt each other. Again, it might take a while for that to actually happen. Join. Left, left, left. Up, up, get him. Oh, Joshua Skelly attacks kobold. Oh. Am I decrementing the max health and not the current health? Oh, Joshua. Yeah. That's a really nasty attack, right? Yeah, get this over here. I guess I can just kind of box them into their own little Thunderdome and let them fight it out. That's also a thing I can do. I guess another thing I'm kind of worried about is turn order, and 'cause right now it's kind of a rolling turn order. There's no like collect all actions and execute them all at once kind of thing going on. You guys are getting so close. Do it. Okay. This should be good. Oh, dang it. Come on, kobold fights. One of you hurt the other, so I can verify that it works. Seriously? So they're attacking, but it's not updating the... it's current health, right? Pretty sure. Creature. Current health, yeah. Strange. Why is it not? And then how am I displaying it over in the entities list is my second question. Progress bar. Oh, because I'm creating a new one instead of actually yeah, so I need to do something like entities window and pb dot current value equals entity dot current health. There we go. Again, it's kind of gross creating a new instance of oh, they attack each other right off the bat, so that's good. The progress bar, okay, there it goes. The progress bar is a little wonky. Yeah, so now we can actually, I guess, lower creatures' health, which is a thing. I guess we can also just do a check for if the creature's life is 0, we can get rid of them, I suppose. Though I'm not quite sure what to do with players, because I feel bad when players die, but I mean there has to be some sort of point to it. Yeah, we can play for a little bit. I got 7 minutes left, so why not just play a little bit? Unfortunately, there's only 2 kobolds to go track down and murder, but yeah, why don't you hop in there and see if you can get them? Here, I'll box them into a single room too to make it a little bit easier to deal with. I'm still thinking that maybe the creature, when you bump it, should provide a default bump action. So like the items would provide pickups, and the creatures would provide like attack or something like that. Oh man, Dakota, are they going to get you? This should be able to hurt players. That whole loop should work. Hey Felix, didn't notice you in chat. Hey, how are you? Unfortunately, this is using an older version of the Twitch Observer module that Felix and I are writing that potentially could lose messages. Down. I guess we're all just going to murder each other now, right? It's what this is going to turn into. It's going to be a murder party. Oh no, who's is Felix attack rate? It's going to be kind of weird trying to anticipate. So can players actually hurt each other? Yeah, I attack Python user, but he's not. Oh, hang on a second. Hang on a second. Sorry, folks. I gotta quit this, but I'll come right back and we can actually get this going. In the player window, pb dot current value equals entity dot current health. There we go. All right. An assignment operator would be good. All right, let's try this out. So now we should have it to where the players can hurt each other and they can hurt the kobolds. And this all should be, it should be playable and hopefully is more entertaining than it has been. Oh man, I spawned in a bad place. I think the only way this works is that the kobolds do eventually stop every now and then. Oof. Oh man. I think he's gonna dodge me, yeah. Oh, I managed to get a hit on the kobold, and the kobold got a hit on me. There we go. I'm gonna get that kobold eventually. Right. Up. Yeah, these guys are slippery. Oh, I think I got mine cornered. Yep, I'm slowly chipping away at mine. Yeah, unfortunately, right now, from like my perspective, I can't create them dynamically. They're just the ones that we start with. Yeah, 3 out of 10. I'm really getting this one knocked down. Oh. Slippery little rascals. Oh, he got me too. Um, oh. So I think I can lower his health to 0, but it's not going to do anything. Yeah. Cool. Well, I got that one. And is it too hard? Is it too much of a frame delay for people to actually play effectively? Should I lengthen out the turn maybe, so you can like within the you can see kind of better what's going on? Yeah, items are just entities right now that don't have any effect. They just exist in the scene. I just quickly stubbed them out. Yeah. Cool. Well, I think it's 1 o'clock. So what I'm going to do is I guess I can just let you folks play for a while if you want. But I am probably going to call it a stream. I'll flip it over to game mode and let you play as long as you like. Thank you, everybody. I want to thank everybody who supports me by watching my streams and the people who buy Delver that directly financially supports me. I also have I have a subscriber. I'm totally stoked. So I am a Twitch affiliate. So whatever that means, but it also means that you can subscribe to me. So there should be a button somewhere there on Twitch. And I have one subscriber. His name is he goes by the handle Fifth Elephant. Fifth Elephant. His name is Gavin. He is a wonderful person, and his support helps bring you these streams. So everybody, take care. I will see you tomorrow with more Lunch Break Roguelike.